Ooh. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first out of many Church Media Tech videos. I'm so glad that you are here. Now that we are here, this video, as you know by the title, is going to be how I start the church and how I set it up and get it ready for a worship service. And so we're just going to jump right into it. And by the way, if you're new, be sure to subscribe because it's going to be a lot of informational videos like this posted. And I'm ready to share my passion with you guys, so let's go. Now, the first thing we're going to do now that we've gotten in and we've cut on the house light is we are going to cut on the computers and get those ready to go. So, yeah. So, as you see here, we have an HP Pavilion and this runs the lyrics for the church. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut this on. So this runs our lyrics for, say, if we're recording a video or we're actually going to go live. This gives the lyrics through just about everything here. And so, yeah. Now that we've gotten into the computer, we're going to take our arrow here, which you can see. And our software of choice is Easy Worship 7. It's very high quality and very recommended. So if you're going for lyric software, Easy Worship is definitely the way to go. And we're going to open Easy Worship. And while we're doing this, while we're doing this, we've got our songs all pulled up and their copyrights all pulled up. We've got everything on here. So, yeah. Now, there is more to do with Easy Worship than just cutting it on in our case, but I will show you guys that later. You're going to want to do, see, we've got a 4-channel console mixer here, and it is made by that company right there. It is a very good mixer. It's analog, of course, because digital is just too much for the modern day and age, and what we have really doesn't need it. So we're going to flip that on, and you see that everything comes to life, and I'll kind of get into that a little more in another video, but yeah. The next thing that we need to do is come back here, and there's this button, and that turns on. This is our digital wireless mic box, which is run through a process into this, which once again another video will explain the sound equipment, but this is just a basic how we turn everything on and set everything up for worship. Next board we have to worry about, it's kind of dark over here, is this board right here. Now we have a light. This is the drum board. All of the mics are mixed into this board to the drum set. So you've got the mic right there on the snare, there's one on the kick, and then you've got the overhead for everything else. And it's all run down into this mixer here, which is run to the main soundboard on the house. So first thing we're going to do here is cut this on. It's not really much to the drum board as long as everything is not overpowering. And now at this point we have all the mixers on in the house. The next thing is the speaker system. The PA system we've got is the Ion system. It's 2 different speakers, one digital, one analog, and it works for our setup perfectly for us. And I'll show you that now. As you see here, we have the Ion. This is the analog speaker, and these 2 cables, we have one mixing in from the soundboard and one mixing out. Alright, back to the speaker. I had to go real quick, got a phone call. But this here is the in speaker. Now this XLR, which can be a DMX if needed, I guess, but we have an XLR here, can run out, and it's run all the way under the floor, out under that, over to the next speaker there, and then we can control them both with just one console, which is super duper easy to do with our setup. So now you're going to want to turn your Ion speaker on like we do. We just turn this one on here. And what we do here is we go down to light mode. Now these are party speakers, but we're using them for house of worship. So what you're going to do is click 3 times on this speaker, and the light should be off on the other side. Now this speaker is a different story. Now because this speaker is digital, it's a little more coming into it to cutting it on, but it's not that hard. So what you're going to do is, just like the other one, you're going to flip the button, which we've already got on. We leave this one on most of the time. It just goes into sleep mode. We turn a knob. Everything comes up here. It comes straight into auxiliary mode, which is receiving from the mix out on the other cable here. So you've got that cable snug in there. Everything's working great. All you've got to do now, for us, is click this 4 times. And your light is off. Boom. Alright, now that we've got that over with, we're going to look more at this now and the lyrics perspective of things. So we've got this Roku box, which I don't know if any of you ever know anything about, this stuff here. But the lyrics, whatever shows up in your live output, which is, I'm going to throw that live, you got Chris Tomlin's At the Cross, comes up first. Whatever shows up here will ultimately show up there on our big LED screen at this church. So, if I click that, it changes. And these are our lyrics. So, in order for our audience to get what they need, we have to cut on a projector, which I'll show you. So now on my phone I have it set up. If I do that, I can dim the house lights, or I can cut the stage on. One click of a button. Just like that. Alright, so we just cut our projector on. It just realized that there was an HDMI feed coming from this computer. So now, if I click on that lyric, it's what you'll see on the screen. It's pretty simple. It's an easy rundown of Easy Worship 7. It's not hard at all. Now that we've dealt with the audience point of view, we are going to deal with the stage display point of view. Now this is strictly meant for our praise team to be able to see the lyrics that are live and the lyrics that are coming up next. And I'll show you how to do that. Alright, now that we've got this here, I'm going to pull the Android cord. We always unhook and refresh our wireless display Roku box here. So now we've got that hooked in. And if we go over here to this TV, we have to cut the other one on. You see the Roku symbol come up. And we're going to pop this TV on, and it should come in too for stage display. This is for the people that look up higher, and for the people that like it lower. And this should come up with the same thing as that, and it did. So all good in that department. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're using a Windows-based computer. We're gonna go to the settings bar, open up the settings, gonna go to display. Now you see that there are 2 monitors, this monitor 1 and the audience monitor 2. We're gonna scroll down and go to connect a wireless display. And it says Stage View TVs. We're gonna click. And the Stage View TVs are now connected. Now I should have done that before, but now that we have the View TVs on, I have to close Easy Worship, which isn't hard, and it shows that up there. Now we're going to open Easy Worship up again. So we're in to Easy Worship now. I'll click here to show you that everything's working fine. Alright, now I am going to show you the stage view. So this here is a wireless display window pretty much. And it is showing in the white the lyrics that are live now, and in the orange down there the lyrics that are not. The lyrics that are coming up next. Then you've got your clock and your lyric banner there. What it is, like a solo or a verse or whatever you've got. So that is Easy Worship's stage view option. We do use two overhead lights that do overpower this a whole lot, so we don't use them often, but when we do, we often mix in the haze machine with those two overhead lights, and I think it works pretty cool, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, I'll show you that. Now that we've got our sound working like that, we can pretty much move on to lighting. So as far as the lighting goes, we really didn't have the money to afford like those DMX powered stage lights, so we are using these lights here. And I know they're very bright, so just hold tight. I'm not going to keep you on the shot long. But those lights are track lights, and they work just perfect for our setup. There's no need for any of the high powered stage lights, because these track lights are awesome. They work great for the setup that the church uses. So now this here is the remote to our two colored lights on the stage. Now once these are on, you've pretty much got a collection of awesome on our stage, and it's mostly powered blue. Then you've got these that come in as a front line to my hand to kind of equal me out. So once the fog's on, this looks really cool, and I'm actually going to give you the honor and show you that. And we don't turn the fog on very much. Now to turn on the fog machine, there's a simple button you flip back there, and what that does is it heats the element, and it runs over here to the keyboard. For the guy, whoever's playing the keyboard, he can reach down with his foot like that. Here, I'll show you. Like that, and flip the button. And it's pretty simple to get to. And that's our lighting pretty much. I mean, we don't have too much lights. And this is still not drowned out, but it will be with the fog. So at that point, there's no need for a background on the day we're using fog. Now, if you come from the Mega James YouTube channel, where we do other content types and not tech, you're in for a treat, because on the Mega James channel, I am planning to upload more videos there. And I know I said there's going to be tons of new vlogs. Something come up. I dropped out for a few months. I needed what they call a break, because school was kind of starting, and then around Christmas time, of course, it was a busy time. So I kind of waited until I could figure out what to do about my tech channel, which now we have. And so with that, the other channel will be used, the main Mega James channel, but also stay focused on this one too, because if you're interested in learning anything about technology, then we can do that together. We can learn together, and maybe I can help some of you guys out that have a passion with church tech or lighting and sound and all of that. Start learning what it is really about, and it is such an awesome thing to do, to learn about the stuff that really goes behind the scenes. So stay tuned for that, most importantly. And thank you for being here, but we're not done. Stay around, because I've got a special treat for you guys. So you see now that we've added a background, it is pretty faded out, but it works. And then you can throw your lyrics up just like that. And these lights are pretty powerful. It looks pretty good in the house. And you can change all of your words. I'm playing Peace Be Still here, and we're running through that. And I love that song, by the way, so I will link that down below, because a lot of people like that song, and I think you guys will too. Dude, I left the haze running for a little bit too long, I think. But look at that, we've got our whole stage pretty much covered in fog right there. And we don't normally run it that long, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys. So if I'm walking through here, I'm going to go back to the keyboard, and I'm looking out. This is what I can see pretty much. I can see the stage view monitors, and that's about it. I'm going to cut the pedal off so that it won't dispense any more fog. Hopefully it doesn't. And that's the lighting in the fog pretty much. Now guys, that will be it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe and like the video. Oh, the fog's going off again. Hold up. We got a problem. Sorry about that, guys. The fog went off again, and we don't need any more fog because, as you can see, the stage is pretty much fogged. So, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and like, of course. And I hope that some of you will enjoy this and hopefully stick around and be part of not only the Mega James family, and I'll link that channel. It's got lots of cool stuff that we used to do. And Haunted Trailer was one of them. We had a series on that. But anyway, not even the Mega James channel in general. If you just like this channel, subscribe, because I will be uploading a whole lot over here. And I hope that you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.